Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the investing world's talk of the town, Bitcoin. Well, you must have heard of Bitcoin and its outrageous prices at $34,000 for one Bitcoin. Let's talk about why Bitcoin is so expensive. So, Bitcoin works on supply and demand, meaning the higher the demand for Bitcoin, the higher the price. But the lower the demand, in Bitcoin, the lower the price. Let's put it into perspective. Say me, you, and your friend invested in Bitcoin, right? We each put $34,000 into one Bitcoin on the same day. Well, that's three less Bitcoins available to the world. That means the demand is slightly higher. So the price, therefore, would go higher. But say me, you, and your friend the next day wanted to sell off Bitcoins, the price would go lower since there's more Bitcoins available for purchase. But today, I'm going to tell you about a trust in which they invest in Bitcoin for you, which causes you to own a partial Bitcoin without paying $34,000 for a whole Bitcoin. Yes, you heard me right, a partial share in the Bitcoin. Let's talk about Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Before I talk about the analytics of this trust, this is an OCTC, over-the-counter trust, meaning that you have to keep your money in your e-trading account for 3 days before you buy this trust. Make sure you have a little more just in case the price goes up. Because as you've seen lately, Bitcoin has been skyrocketing, and you might just buy it when it's on its highest. So let's talk about when it closed. Yesterday night at 5 o'clock, when the market closes, it was $37.40. Today, when the market closed, it was $38.92. Amazing. 4.06%. If it went like that every day, 25 days, and your money's back. Well, as I mentioned earlier, Bitcoin doesn't work like that. It works on supply and demand. So let's talk about the days range. Today, it opened at 37.46, went down to 36.20, up to $40 flat, and then back down to 38.92, which is still amazing. You're making profit. But let's talk about the most outstanding thing about this trust. It's 52-week range. You heard me right, 52-week, that's a whole year. It started at $5.01. That's it, $5.01. And has reached an outstanding $48.65, meaning that this stock over the 52 weeks has almost 9 times doubled at its highest price. Let's talk about market cap. So this is how much money is invested right now. And they take all your money and invest it into Bitcoins. So let's talk about how many Bitcoins is 6.84 billion. That is 191,000 Bitcoins. That's a lot of Bitcoins if you ask me. Bitcoins, and when you put more and more money into this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, more and more Bitcoins or parts of Bitcoins get occupied by you, meaning that you have partial ownership in Bitcoins, which also brings me back to supply and demand. When you put more in, your Bitcoin goes up. But say you remove money, it could partially impact Bitcoin. Not as much since these are small amounts, and one Bitcoin is almost 1,000 times this price. But the question you'll be asking me, am I going to invest this week in this trust? And the answer is absolutely yes. I'm about to buy a few shares in this trust because I feel that is a great buy, and I've always been a fan of cryptocurrencies. And I really didn't have the money to invest in Bitcoin, but this has given me a new way to invest in Bitcoin and make my impact on the cryptocurrency world. Well, that's it for today. If you guys liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And as always, have a good day and safe trading.